What are things going to be looking like this weekend?
It's a little bit cooler this weekend, but it's still very hot right now. Temperatures in the 90s and triple digits for many. Yesterday, we had some of the storms after it reached 99 at the Sunport and a little bit of rain. But now what we're dealing with are clear skies, but haze, wildfire smoke coming from the Laguna Fire, creating a hazy scene still even this afternoon in the Estancia Valley. And above that, mostly clear skies and just some puffy clouds above the Sandias. And satellite and radar showcasing not that many thunderstorms. We're seeing a couple of showers descending from the Sacramento Mountains near Roswell and Carlsbad, as well as along the east slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains closer to Raton. More chances of rainfall today, but it is very warm, 87 in Albuquerque, only a little bit cooler, a little bit more humid compared to yesterday at this time. 76 Alamosa, 84 Ruidoso, 97 in Las Cruces and Deming. You guys reaching at least a few degrees above 100 degrees today, as well as Socorro in the upper 90s in Albuquerque, but we're going to be a little bit warmer after 3 o'clock. These are the 3 o'clock temperatures. High 70s, low 80s in Las Vegas, upper 70s, low 80s in Raton. We may actually start to cool off in some southern areas because of some thunderstorms around 5 o'clock. We'll be warming up to right around 98, 99 in Albuquerque, lower 90s Santa Fe, and cooler in places like Farmington after getting close to 100 degrees today. A heat advisory for parts of the Four Corners, including parts of the Rio Grande Valley toward Las Cruces. So make sure you guys stay cool and comfortable several hours on end of temperatures in the 90s or even the triple digits. You're going to want to stay, again, cool by perhaps jumping in the pool or having the AC on 99 this afternoon with extreme amounts of UV radiation. But breezier later this afternoon, like we saw this morning. East Canyon winds will pick up in wake of thunderstorms, which will form generally east of the Central Mountains, forming on some of the mountain peaks, but then moving very quickly with the upper level winds. A few storms near Ruidoso, mostly to the south, but as soon as they form, they'll start to move away from the area near Roswell, Santa Rosa, Tucumcari eventually, and Raton. Only a very slight chance of flooding around the Ruidoso area. But these storms are going to be particularly strong near Tucumcari as well as Carlsbad. See these reds and purples symbolize not only briefly heavy rain, but hail and strong wind gusts. Here's the Storm Prediction Center outlook. Now a slight risk of severe weather. This has just been upgraded by the Storm Prediction Center, meaning more than likely a few storms will likely become very strong and even a slight chance of a tornado. Flash flood watches for northeastern parts of New Mexico, including the Ruidoso area. This is for later today and tomorrow, but the Ruidoso area, the flooding threat will be most likely tomorrow. Speaking of the rainfall, we are looking most likely at anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch around the Ruidoso area up until Sunday. Higher amounts in Clovis, Roswell, and Hobbs, around 3/4 inch to 1 inch of rain. From Alamosa to Las Cruces and to the west, not that rainy at all. As a matter of fact, I think will be still mostly dry up until later next week. And places like Durango, mostly dry up until Monday. Temperatures will start to drop in the high 80s and low 90s, and lows in the high 40s and lower 50s. Alamosa, Pagosa Springs below 90, Cortez in the mid 90s this afternoon. Farmington, mid to upper 90s. Some areas and parts of the Four Corners near Gallup and Cuba, and especially Chinle in the high 90s, most likely below triple-digit territory. Silver City, the TRC, Alamogordo, most likely rain-free. Las Cruces storms from the mountains may descend into the Mimbres Valley, but very spotty. Ruidoso, upper 80s, a low chance of rain. Fort Sumner, Carlsbad even, a good chance of thunderstorms, but heavier storms, especially in Tucumcari, may be severe. In Las Vegas and more, there is that low chance of flash flooding, the Hermit's Peak, Calf Canyon area, but even stormier next week, including the northern mountains. Santa Fe, I think, will be okay, but in the 80s as we head later this weekend. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, East Canyon winds picking up the next several afternoons, bringing in more moisture after the heat up today in the high 90s, low triple digits. Look at that. Tomorrow, low 90s and high 80s, even potentially for some on Monday. So a stormy one after today.
Most definitely. Some nice relief after all of this heat.
Relief from the heat, but we will take an eye on the Ruidoso area. So hopefully that we are being safe out there.
Most definitely. Thanks, Ryan.